Hey guys, so this channel is about my journey and my experience and research on taking exogenous steroids, testosterone, primobolan, anavar, nandrolone, masteron, HGH, Cialis. That's what I've taken so far in that realm, in that ballpark of pharmaceuticals. And I get questions. So I answer the questions the best I can, and I have people who are aspiring to take steroid stacks. They're doing their first stacks. They might be their first testosterone and primobolan stacks, such in this case, or they might be taking Anavar. Because I made a bunch of videos in the past that were some of my most popular, so I get a lot of people asking about Anavar, and I like to just give my best reasoning and understanding and experience on that. So I think in this case this is one of them. Okay, and what they're asking is this guy Ricky. He's comments all on my videos, and he's just got his first testosterone and primobolan cycle. He's going to take a TRT plus cycle, right? Which testosterone and primobolan was my first one, my first injectable one anyway, steroid cycle. And my dog's biting things here, and I think it's a good one. But what he's asking is his stuff just landed, and he's waiting on his pins. I'm guessing his needles. I get my needles from Walmart of all places. Have you ever taken an AI? Sorry, my dog's barking or like chewing the thing up super loud. He's asking, have I ever taken an AI, which is an aromatase inhibitor, and what are my thoughts and timing of an AI? So what is an aromatase inhibitor? Sorry, I gotta take this for my dog. It's just driving me crazy while I'm making a video. What is an aromatase inhibitor? It's what prevents the testosterone you're taking from converting into an estrogen, specifically estradiol. There's different types of estrogen. And how it does that is by blocking enzymes, the aromatase enzymes. And that's what's responsible from converting androgens, because we're taking also androgenic compounds. So testosterone, for example, has anabolic rating of 100 and an androgenic rating of 100. Primobolan has a anabolic rating of around 70 and an androgenic rating around 30. Same kind of thing as masteron, same with other compounds. That's why we take other compounds. That's why we stack them, because we don't want too much of the androgenic rating. Right? That's what's known historically as being dirty. That's why we don't just do testosterone cycles. One of the reasons, okay? So long story short, so he's getting on the right point here, which is he wants to mitigate his estrogen. But I think here's the thing with you men. So first of all, there's different types of drugs you could take if you wanted to take an AI. Arimidex, Aromasin are the two major ones that come to mind that reduce estrogen production. But here's the thing. So, long story short, you're taking testosterone, which is just pure exogenous testosterone, which converts to estrogen. That's what you're worried about. But then you're taking the DHT one, which is primobolan. Now, there's primobolan and masteron are the two, and also EQ do this as well, which mitigates the estrogen. All do it, I believe, through different routes, but nonetheless, the result is the same, which is reduced conversion of testosterone to the aromatization to estrogen, estradiol. Now, the one that's worked best for me is masteron, because masteron was made for breast tumor growth, which the breast tumors grew through estrogen. So what it did was mitigate the estrogen so the breast tumor would not grow anymore, okay? But then when men take it, first of all, they don't get, man titties from it, from taking testosterone and other compounds. So masteron can help with that. But as well, the other negative side effects that go alongside heightened estrogen, such as acne, higher blood pressure, emotional issues, that type of thing. Now, So before we get into taking AIs and everything, I got to address one thing, which is how much testosterone are you taking? So if you're taking a TRT dose, you definitely don't need to take an AI. You don't, because you're going to crush your estrogen. And estrogen is something that you want. That's one of the reasons why we take testosterone in the first place, is for estrogen. A lot of people don't recognize that. To be honest, that's a bit contemporary concept. But here's the thing. You got to keep that estrogen in check, because if you just, for me, once I went past 350 or 400, just testosterone, just taken by itself, which I did do, that's when I really started noticing it. And so you definitely have to take something else that counterbalances that. And what you are doing is Primobolan. That's the one that does it very well. Like, you don't need to take anything else. Less is more, because here's the thing with steroids that a lot of people get caught up in. They take one thing, right? Oh, I'm just going to take testosterone. Oh, wait, but I need to take a secondary compound. Oh, wait, but on that secondary compound, I need to take something else. Oh, and now I have to take a aromatase inhibitor. Oh, no, I need to take something else. And then very quickly, then you descend into this like taking a bunch of things where the end result might not be as good if you just kept it simple. And by keeping it simple on your end of things, I think you need to find the right proportion between the amount of testosterone you're taking and the right amount of Primobolan you're taking. So, a good starting point, which is what I recommended the other day in a video. When I'm going down to the cruise cycle, I recommend doing the same, which is take your weight, find what that weight is in kilograms, times that by 3, and then divide that by 2. That's how much testosterone you're going to take a week to start off. Now, double that number, and you're going to fill that gap with another compound, either Masteron or Primobolan. So at a Primobolan, a 1-to-1 ratio, it might be something around 150 test, 150 Primo to start. Okay? Then you add on every week 50 milligrams each of both. So after a month, now you're going from 150, now you're going to be around to like 300, right? Once you're 300, I think for first cycle, you don't want to exceed that. Stay in that area. Then the only other thing that I would recommend adding on top of that is HGH. I know HGH is more expensive, and that's something that a lot of people are hesitant to get into, but the thing about HGH is you can go off it real easy, a lot easier than testosterone. You can go off HGH cold turkey and you'll be fine. Add it to a cycle, you're committed to that 4-month cycle. Taking HGH on top of that cycle for 4 months is going to do very well, because of this estrogen that you thought that you wanted to mitigate and aromatase inhibitor, so inhibit the estrogen, or is it going to be working in your favor, because estrogen that you're taking from the testosterone is going to align with the insulin growth factor 1 that the HGH converts to in your liver and connective tissues, and that's going to help you grow like a motherfucker and grow stronger and recover faster and deliver my dog's eating things again, and deliver amino acids where they need to be, and help with cell replication and growth. Cells that normally don't replicate. So that's why we take HGH. So my recommendation to you is fuck aromatase inhibitors. Eventually work up to 300 tests in Primo, and then add 4 IUs of HGH. That's it. You won't need any aromatase inhibitor and things. In future cycle, this is what I do. I switch to Masteron, and Masteron, I believe, for me anyway, helps inhibit the aromatization a little better. But with Primobolan, it's still doable. It's known for that. That's why this is what major bodybuilders take. I've seen their cycles, and it's alongside like a gram of test, a gram of Primobolan, and that's it. They might take aromatase inhibitors a little bit when they're taking that much, but you know what I mean? their bodies, because they're low body fat percentage and things, it won't aromatize as easy, long story short, as well as other factors I'm not going to get into because I'm not a bodybuilder, but I'm just laying you down the rationalization there. So don't take an AI. Actually, there's many reasons not to, and it's because there also is side effects and other things. You're just digging yourself a pharmaceutical hole with more things you're taking. If anything, test 300 Primo 300, 5 milligrams of Cialis, because you might have a little bit heightened blood pressure, and 4 IUs of growth. If anybody listening means tell me I'm full of shit, tell me in my comments, but I don't think so. That is like for me a perfect cycle. That's when I might just run it straight up in the future. Test Primo, Cialis, HGH. Really, that would be a really good, strong stack. There's no reason why you can't make significant gains on that, but you have to be more patient with the Primo Bone. Primo Bone is a slow, steady burn, as opposed to Masteron, Propionate, and NPP, which are both more short esters, where you're going to see effects within a week, definitely 2 weeks. You're going to be like filling out. The Primo Bone, it's like wait a month and a half, and you'll start seeing effects. So, but I think the good thing about Primo Bone is it's the gains you'll make on it are ones that will be permanent. You're not like as soon as you go off it, you're not. It's all just going to be lost. You know what I mean? You'll have it, and if you decide to cycle it or go into blast and cruise cycles, you definitely can maintain the gains, and with like 0 to no side effects. Zero. Like the only one I would be worried about is monitor your blood pressure. That's the one thing, and potentially because your blood might become a bit thicker. So, yeah, and watch out. Also, the other thing for somebody who's just starting to take steroids is watch out. Like the first few days when you're taking it, you might get a bit of a flu-like symptoms. So just chill out. You know, I had that where I went to the gym and I had no energy. I'm like, why the hell am I taking this shit? So it made me like so sluggish and feel gross and sick and things. Yeah, that lasted for about a week, and then after that, I'd be fine. You're fine. Because your body has to get used to it. So, again, don't take AIs. You're not going in crazy bodybuilding stacks or anything. You don't need an AI. You don't need Arimidex at all. I promise you that. Just take a 1-to-1 ratio with Primo Bone at around 300. You should be fine. Peace.